Conceive, believe, achieve.
This is former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael Bisping.
Paddy the Baddy here. You're listening to Combat Sports UK.
And you're watching Combat Sports UK.
Lewis Glover for Combat Sports UK here with Bellator middleweight Norbert Novenyi Jr, who takes on Kamil Oniszczuk at Bellator 297 in Chicago on the 16th of June. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining me.
I'm all good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
How's your Sunday been? Is it rest day, training day? What's your day been like?
Yeah, like Sundays are usually a rest day, so the only thing I really do is I do a little active recovery in the morning, a little jog. Then I do a little walk, and then the rest of it is just chilling, to be fair. That's nice. My Sundays, yeah.
Fair enough. How are you whiling the day away? Is it video games, Netflix? What's your downtime looking like?
Well, I don't really have downtime, so I've just been, because I'm at the gym all day, so I'm doing my chores on a Sunday. So I literally just got home like half an hour ago. I'm gonna probably watch a movie or read a book. That's it, and then just go to bed.
Fair enough. If you haven't seen it yet, I can highly recommend Air on Amazon Prime, the story about Michael Jordan's sneakers. If you're looking for something to watch, that's
cool.
That's a great film that's just come out.
Yeah,
man.
Cool.
This Bellator card that you're fighting on 16th of June is absolutely loaded. 2 title fights. It could be their most watched event, potentially of the entire year. How exciting is it for you to be on a card of this magnitude?
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a big fight as well. Yeah, I can't wait, to be fair. It's good to be back fighting in the States again. Last time I fought there was in 2019. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but to me, it's all the same. To me, every single fight is the same. It's not going to make that much difference. So I'm just looking forward to breaking this guy's face. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Let's cut into the chase. I was about to ask you how you see the fight playing out, but yeah, I guess you're feeling pretty confident about getting the win over this guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty legit. I don't find him particularly tricky in any situation, or any part of the sport, whether it's standing or ground. The only thing that's tricky with him is his height. He's like 6'5" or 6'6". He's got a bit of a head kick on him. So that's what's going to be awkward. But because of that, I'm training with big boys constantly, all these tall boys. So I'm just training for it. I just can't wait to be in there, just get the job done, and then probably go on holiday because I really need it now.
Nice. Preempted my next question as well. Are you going to spend some time in America, traveling around, seeing some stuff, or are you gonna pop off somewhere else? What's the plan?
Well, yeah. So I've got family in America, so I was thinking about maybe seeing them, but I've just got so much stuff to do. I actually have to go back to Hungary to sort a couple of things out. Then I'll go with my family moving out around that time as well. So it's just going to be such a busy month, like a month or two, that I might have to come back straight away, and then I'll figure it out. I don't know. Right now, I'm just focusing on the fight, nothing else.
Fair enough. And if everything goes to plan, how you're preparing for it, is there anyone specifically you intend on calling out after the fight, or you'll just take the fight as they come?
I'll just go with the flow. I just don't feel like I'm still 23. I'm only 6-0. I just don't feel like it's my place to be calling people out just yet. Do you get what I mean? I feel like I need to. Not only do I need to prove the world and everyone else that I'm that guy, but at the same time, I need to make sure I get the experience and I improve in between fights. And when I feel like I truly am ready for whoever they give me, I will be calling everyone out. Don't get me wrong, I'm still looking forward for the big fights, and I want to get the title, but I just don't feel like it's my place yet. I don't think I've proven enough yet to be able to call Johnny Eblen out or someone like that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. That makes complete sense. So with that in mind, in terms of getting more fights under your belt, growing, getting that experience, how many more times would you like to compete in 2023? Obviously, there was some inactivity because of your injury for all of 2022. So are you looking to make up for a little bit of lost time?
Yeah, definitely. So this is only my second fight this year. and I'm planning on doing maybe. We'll see if two more, but probably one more, at least one more at the end of the year. That would be nice. I win this fight in June and enjoy my summer a little bit. Obviously, throughout the summer, I'm going to be training the same way as I always train, but just to be able to enjoy the weather, go out a little bit more, and all that kind of stuff. Have fun in summer, and then back to camp straight away, and then probably get a fight out just before Christmas. That would be pretty good, so I can enjoy my Christmas as well. That would be
Brilliant.
nice.
Yeah. I can imagine it'd be nice. Get it in just before Christmas, and then enjoy all the food and family time for sure.
Yeah, the weather's. I can enjoy the summer and the Christmas, like and Christmas. Those two are probably the most important parts of the year for me. So.
Perfect. Just going back to the knee injury, the layoff. I saw a clip where you said, I think it was after one of your fights, you sort of spoke about how you live the fight life. You're completely dedicated to the game. You're training 10 hours a day. You don't have any other distractions. Just how hard was it for you, from a mental perspective, to go through that entire year, not being able to compete and do what you dedicate your life to?
Well, there's the thing. It wasn't a year. It was 2.5 years. It was my last fight was in 2020 before the one in February. So it was 2.5 years, and it was super rough. I kept getting injuries after injuries. Obviously, I had the big injury and then all the little ones. I got chronically dehydrated, which was messing me up for weeks. As in, like I don't know what's going. Like I'm drinking so much. I didn't know I was chronically dehydrated, but like literally, I had no energy to do anything. It was really horrible. I can't explain. It was outrageous. And I'm like in training, I'm sparring guys, and a lot of the guys just coming in for one session a day, or maybe they didn't come in the day before. And I'm just like, I've done 10 hours yesterday. For some reason, my body's not working. So like, I tell myself to throw a jab, and then it takes me 2 seconds to throw that jab. It was crazy. And then I've done all my blood tests. Turns out I was chronically dehydrated. I just couldn't tell. Yeah. Even though I drink 6 liters a day, if not more, I was sweating so much, and I just didn't rehydrate my salt. Replenish my salt, and that was really rough as well, because it was like I'd say probably like 3-4 weeks of I don't know what's something's wrong with me,
Hmm.
um, and just loads of stuff like that. But I guess that's part of the life, you need that's part of life, these dark moments, and obviously my knee was horrible. That was a bit of a scare for me, because everyone around me were like, oh, this might be it. And then now I just realized it's like, okay, just people who stop doing sport because of these injuries they just don't want it.
Yep.
And all the people are telling me that, they had that done, they had this done, and they didn't want to do it. Means they just didn't want it. Because if you want it, I really wanted it, and I was back to sparring in 4 months. I was not supposed to be doing even running, like I'll be probably running, but I wasn't allowed to do anything really before like 6-7 months, and I was back to sparring 4 months. My doctor said, and I had a very very good doctor, and he said like don't do anything until 9 months, and I was back at 4 months. So I feel like if you really want it, you just push through the pain.
And the knee's all good now, not giving you any issues?
No, I don't think it's ever going to be good, to be honest with you. With the amount of work that I do, the only time it felt really good when I had COVID for 2 weeks, I didn't leave my bed. That was the only time I had no problem with my knee. But it allows me, I can do whatever I want to do. It's
Hmm.
just really painful. But it's just pain. Like that's one thing I learned to live with. Like I've got pain in my knee, and I just push through it. I can jump on it. I can do everything with it.
Yep.
So it's not stopping me from fighting. The only thing is there's pain there, but like now I just learn to ignore that pain. Do you get what I mean? So even if I feel a little bit, I just push through it, and I know I'm just gonna forget about it. So that's
That's,
all. But I
that's
don't think as long as yeah, as long as I'm doing what I'm doing, I don't think it's ever gonna be the same.
right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, pretty hardcore having to push through that, but yeah, I guess that's what
It's
separates
all right.
most people from professional fighters.
No, I feel like you just learn to manage that pain. You
Yep.
you understand it's just pain,
Sure.
and it's just your body trying to protect protect itself.
Hmm.
But sometimes your body just being overprotective.
Hmm.
And I realize a lot of the time there's the problem with my knee just being overprotective, because there was a big injury there. and it swells up often. And when it swells up, I can do everything, but it's just painful. So it's literally me icing it every day, keeping it revved up. But otherwise, when I'm training, I can do everything. So, and when I'm fighting, I can do everything. So it doesn't really stop me in that sense. It's just like, it's just a little bit painful. That's all.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Speaking of doing everything, you are a very well-rounded fighter. You know, you've got a great wrestling pedigree, and I saw that you were training at DC's Wrestling Academy a few months ago. How cool of an experience was that?
Yeah, I mean, training with DC was really good. Picked up a couple of things, but to be honest, it was one of those ones when I just got to the States. I was still like super jet lagged. And I just got a little session in with some of his boys. I got Shark Tank a little bit, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, and it was great. The whole week it was Michael Page's fight. So that whole week I tried to get in as much work as possible with as many people, different fighters from the States as possible.
Awesome. He was surprised that you were doing pretty well. I think he was shocked to the level of wrestling that you got. That must have been pretty nice as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, people have this thing in their mind that English people can't wrestle. Obviously, most people, because of the way to Americans, even like English people, like be able to tell that I've got an accent. But Americans, they keep thinking that I'm English. So like to them, it was just a bit of a shock that I can wrestle. But yeah, no, it was definitely, and also it was just really fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, as you said, obviously you've originally from Hungary. You're fighting in the UK right now. There's a lot of people over here in Hungary following your career. What's it like to have such great support from everyone? Every post you put up, every video, there's loads of people, loads of Hungarians sort of supporting you along the way.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's very similar between the UK and Hungary. I definitely get more hate from Hungary. I don't know why. People there, they're too patriotic in my opinion. Is in if I say something in English and I don't say in Hungarian, they get mad because I don't walk out, even though I've got Hungary like the Hungarian flag behind me on a big screen, but I don't walk out with a Hungarian flag. I'll get shit for that as well. So they just they're a bit over the top, but it's very nice to get support. But I don't mind where I get it from, as long as
Yeah.
like obviously if I get it, it's just amazing. And yeah, I'm just happy wherever it's come from, whether it's the UK, Hungary. I've got it's mad. Most of my followers are actually from Brazil and the United States. So I get love from there as well. So I appreciate all the support.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And one more question. Fellow Hungarian, also Bellator fighter Adam Boric has just posted. He's getting back from his knee injury. Featherweight division is super fun in Bellator. Just wanted to get your opinion on what would be a fun fight. Who would you like to see him make his comeback fight against in the organization later on this year?
I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, he was out here. I know this injury is a bit rough, so I wouldn't say he should get like a top 5 guy straight away. Also, he hasn't been training in the States. He's been training in Hungary, so I don't know how much. I know he just opened up his gym as well.
Yeah.
He just got married as well, so I just don't know how much work he could do while in Hungary. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, with all the other stuff
So
going
I
on.
would say, yeah. So I would say just the best for him is probably just get back in the States, get back to work, and then just get like a fight who's maybe top 10, but like not straight away like a top killer. Just because I know it's when you had to miss out on a long time because of an injury, it's it's a bit rough. That's why when I had my fight as well, it was against a guy who had a lot of fights, and I was like, maybe it's a bit like I know like I'm on that level where I can beat this guy easy, but at the same time, it's like I just came back from an injury, so it's a bit scary. So I would say like probably for his career and his mental health, is probably the best is to just get someone in the top 10, but not like a top 5 guy.
Sure. Ramp up the activity and the level of opponent.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Norby, this has been awesome, man. I'll give you the last word over to you. If there's any sponsors, anything you want to plug before we get on out of here, anyone you want to thank, I'll hand the last word over to you.
Well, obviously, I've got my YouTube channel. It's at Magic Norbert. Same as on my socials. We always put. Actually, we're gonna put a video out tonight as well. We try to put out a video every week. So that's that. And sponsorship wise, I've got supplement company and supplement slash like fitness kind of company called Perform and Fit for Films. It's a great company. Work with a lot of stunt men and stunt women, and they do their nutrition and their training for them. So they're a bunch of great people, and they've been supporting me the past 6 months ish. So I would definitely tell everyone to check them out. Perform and Fit for Films.
Awesome. Well, Norby, this has been great. Really appreciate you taking the time, and we wish you the best of luck on June 16th.
Thank you, and thank you for having me on. Appreciate
Not at all.
that.
Anytime. Thanks, mate.